A cantilever chair is a chair whose seating and framework are not supported by the typical arrangement of four legs, but instead is held erect and aloft by a single leg or legs that are attached to one end of a chair's seat and bent in an L shape, thus also serving as the chair's supporting base. Nearly a century after its inception, tubular steel remains the prime choice for the cantilever chair, with Marcel Breuer being perhaps the greatest champion of this design technique, using the overhanging cantilever styling in both his furniture and architecture. Ludwig Mies van der Rohe and Alvar Aalto are other historical figures who contributed to the popularity of the cantilever chair. With the creation of his Wasley chair in 1925, Marcel Breuer holds the distinction of first using bent and polished tubular steel as both a supporting frame and a decorative element for furniture. A year later, however, it was Mart Stam who was awarded the European patent for the cantilever chair. It has been suggested recently that Mart Stam might have been inspired by a cantilever tubular steel seat seen installed in a 1926 Tatra T12 two-door salon car. Hello dear viewers, welcome back to our channel. Today we have brought to you cantilever chair design ideas for your inspiration. This video contains a collection of beautiful and practical cantilever chair design ideas which you can copy and duplicate at your own workshop. You can pick your favorite design and try to make it at home or show it to your local workshop so that they can make one for you. You can even turn these plans or designs into a lucrative small-scale manufacturing business with a small initial investment on basic tools and materials. So we advise you to watch the video until the end and choose an inspiring design for your next project. For those of you who are not interested in making your own products, we will have a link to some of the best-selling cantilever chairs in the video description. So we suggest you go check them out. If you are new to the channel and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing to the channel and smash the notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. If you are already a subscribed member, please like and share these videos so that it will reach a wide range of audience. A cantilever is a rigid structural element that extends horizontally and is supported at only one end. Typically, it extends from a flat vertical surface such as a wall, to which it must be firmly attached. Like other structural elements, a cantilever can be formed as a beam, plate, truss, or slab. When subjected to a structural load at its far unsupported end, the cantilever carries the load to the support where it applies a shear stress and a bending moment. Cantilever construction allows overhanging structures without additional support. Cantilevers are widely found in construction, notably in cantilever bridges and balconies, warehouse storage, in aircraft designs, in building designs, and so on. Cantilever beam is supported at one end and carrying a load at the other end or distributed along the unsupported portion. The upper half of the thickness of such a beam is subjected to tensile stress tending to elongate the fibers, the lower half to a compressive stress tending to crush them. Cantilevers are employed extensively in building construction and in machines. In building, any beam built into a wall and with the free end projecting forms a cantilever. Longer cantilevers are incorporated in a building when clear space is required below, with the cantilevers carrying a gallery, a roof, canopy, runway, for an overhead traveling train or part of a building above. A cantilever beam bends downwards when it's subjected to vertical loads. It can be subjected to point load, uniform load, or a varying load. Irrespective of the type of load, it bends downwards by creating a convex and convexing upwards. This bending creates tension in the upper fiber and compression in the lower fibers. Hence, during the design of a cantilever beam, the main reinforcement is provided to the upper layer to withstand the tensile stress safely. The cantilever chair is not just somewhere to sit. It's a chair that appears to defy gravity itself. This design was a complete departure from traditional chair design, and although it appears current and up-to-date, it was designed nearly 100 years ago in the 1920s and continues to inspire chair designers today. A cantilever chair is a chair that usually has no back legs and only two legs. Chairs are called cantilever chairs when their construction allows them to be sprung by their own weight, that is, to swing. The two-leg chair was created through experimentation. On the other hand, there were also considerations in the 1920s to produce furniture in a resource-saving way. The name cantilever chair is derived from the verb kragen and means to protrude, but the English term cantilever chair is more accurate. The cantilever chair also makes a rethinking of the ergonomics of sitting from a rigid seated posture to a dynamic sitting. Unlike most chairs, cantilever designs are not supported by the typical four legs. Instead, they are supported by an L-shaped structure that attaches only at one side of the seat. Whether constructed from steel, wood, or plastic, cantilevered designs give the impression of almost defying gravity, the seat supported by an invisible column of air. A chair typology with a fascinating history, cantilever chairs are a relatively recent invention in the world of furniture design. The first cantilever designs only appeared around 100 years ago. A name not often heard, despite the fact that he pioneered one of the great inventions in the 20th century seating design. Maart Stam was a Dutch architect, urban planner, and furniture designer. Credited with producing the first tubular steel cantilever chairs in the early 1920s, his designs sparked an idea that would captivate designers for the next century. However, his journey wasn't a simple one. Also working on designs for cantilever chairs at the same time was Bauhaus professor Marcel Breuer. This resulted in a copyright feud between the two designers in the 1920s, a battle that Stam won. When you look at Bauhaus' inspiration, Hungarian-born designer Marcel Breuer was an early student of the Bauhaus, attending the school between 1920 to 1924 before being appointed head of the carpentry workshop in 1925, aged only 23. Supposedly inspired by the frame of a bicycle, Breuer became interested in finding ways tubular steel could be used with furniture design. Strong and lightweight, this material allowed for minimum use of structure whilst providing maximum strength. His most well-known furniture designs include the Wasley lounge chair, Dacio tables, and of course the Cantilever Seska chair. One of the most important figures in modernist design and the last director of the Bauhaus, Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, also began taking an interest in cantilevered furniture around this time. Author of the phrases "less is more," the cantilever typology fit perfectly with Mies' minimal philosophy, its gravity-defying form making do with the least possible amount of structure. Also exploring the capabilities of tubular steel, Mies went to develop designs such as the Bruno armchair, the MR chair, and the MR chaise lounge. When we look at the mid-century icons, there were some designers, however, who rebelled against the use of the rational and could call tubular steel, turning the focus onto the capabilities of a softer and more natural material, wood. Finnish designer Alvar Aalto adopted a more human-centric approach to seating design, developing cantilevered chairs such as the 42 armchair, the 406 armchair, and the 43 lounge chair from solid, steam-bent birch wood. Architect Gerrit T. Rietveld took the cantilever typology one step further with the introduction of his instantly recognizable zigzag chair in 1934. Simple and elegant, this chair has a slim angled profile yet is still surprisingly comfortable and looked completely different to the cantilevered forms which preceded it. It became an instant success and remains in production today. A revolutionary form. From steel to wood and then to plastic, the Vitra Panton chair was conceptualized in the 1950s by Danish architect Werner Panton and was the first cantilever design to be made from a single continuous piece of molded plastic. Its anthropomorphic shape and slightly flexible polypropylene shell gave this chair a great comfort, but it took years of innovation to put the chair we know and love today into production. When you look at the materials used in cantilever chair design, the materials used have varied over time, but the most common materials are wood, metal, and plastic. Cushioning materials are also included in several designs. Modern chairs are increasingly often made from plastic or metal. In addition, a combination of fiberglass and metal have sometimes been used. Wooden chairs are most commonly constructed using lumber boards. Protection for the wood or stain or wood protectant that repels water is necessary to protect it from cracking, warping, and rotting due to moisture. Plywood and birch wood, as stated previously, are also commonly used in cantilevered chair design. Plastic cantilever chairs have grown in popularity because they are lighter, more durable, and less expensive than wooden and metal chairs, and they also require less maintenance. Well, dear viewers, as you can see in the video, we have compiled a number of interesting cantilever chair design ideas for your inspiration. Which one is your favorite and why? Let us know in the comment section. By now you know that our channel is full of inspiring videos which you can use daily as inspiration. If you like our content, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and smash that notification bell so that you'll be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. Thank you for watching until then. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.